Hello, this is Jared Trust, and I'm just on a walk, and I was inspired to do a quick podcast here about the decisions we make and taking action to dramatically change our life and follow our destiny and do what we're meant to do. And I've been thinking about how long and how hard it's taken me to put everything I've done together to follow my destiny. And yes, you make a decision to change your life. Take Anthony Robbins, for example. And he speaks about this in his book and audiobook, Awaken the Giant. But basically, Anthony Robbins had nothing but a high school education, and he was a janitor. And one day he was alone, crying, his car's breaking down, and he said, I'm going to change my life today. And he made that decision. And, 10, 12 years later, after following through with that decision, he's talking about how he's at this amazing place where he's achieved his dream. Well, I agree with that, and I love that, and I'm at that stage as well, where I made a decision, and I've been concentrated and focused on none other but finishing and pursuing that decision to better my life, to become the optimal person I want to become, to surround myself with the people that I want to surround myself with, to learn what I need to learn. But the only part I don't like is to build anything and to do it well. It takes so long, and 10 years is a long time. That's why a lot of successful, wealthy people who have achieved their dream, they tend to be older. That's why we love actors so much, because actors get this big break, like they win the lottery and they get a role of a lifetime, and they're still young, and then and then they're famous and they're rich. But for people that are pursuing their dream or the business, this process, it's not overnight, like getting the role of a lifetime. I mean, this take 10, 20 years. That's why a lot of these big mentors are 50, 60, and a lot passes you by during that time. And for me, I just became more and more disillusioned and frustrated with the fact that everything had to take so long, when we have technology and everything out there to where, like we have supercomputers to find the answer to advanced problems now, instead of having hundreds of people trying to figure out that problem with a pen and paper. I felt the same should be possible with a phone, to where you could use your phone to build your dream, and you could do it on your lunch break, on your break, your time off, while you're at the beach, while you're traveling the world, and build it in a decent amount of time. And I began to test the formula and the templates and everything that I'd created, my stepdad and other business leaders I worked with. And what I found is I could create with them, using everything I had found and put together. I helped people create successful businesses in 3 months, 6 months, rather than 10, 20 years. And through the process of creating this business, achieving their dream naturally changes people dramatically. And so now I've put that in a book, which that's what's taken me 6 months of strenuous labor. I've put all of that together, all my resources and tools together in a book. I've put it into a presentation to have a speed and flow event, and I'm still working on creating an audiobook. Because when people know exactly the best way to do something and know exactly what tools are going to turn 40 hours of labor or 10 years of labor into 2 years of labor or 2 hours of labor, that changes everything. It should not take so long to achieve our dream. Not with technology. And I've found a way to greatly shorten the time it'll take you to pursue your dream. Stay tuned.